Space. Can we live on another planet? Space is a really interesting and mind-blowing area in the universe, and there are many questions in my mind about space every day. My biggest question in mind is, can we live on another planet? I think so. In an infinite universe, most scientists agree that the odds of life existing on a planet besides Earth are pretty high. Elon Musk is trying to get people to move to Mars. Scientists have found a lot of habitable planets too. Can we live on other planets in the solar system? Let's go through them. Firstly, Mercury. Mercury has extreme temperatures, too hot in the day and too cold at night. It also has strong solar radiation. Humans can only live for 2 minutes on Mercury. Secondly, we have Venus. Venus is a very hostile place. It is a very dry planet with no evidence of water. Its surface temperature is hot enough to melt lead, and its atmosphere is way too thick for humans to handle. You can live for less than 1 second on Venus. Thirdly, we have Mars. Mars is a planet that humans are planning to try and reach there and live there. It is kind of difficult though, because the air on Mars is mostly carbon dioxide, and it's also 100 times thinner than Earth's atmosphere, so you cannot breathe Martian air. So you need to bring your own oxygen to Mars, and probably bring some plants too, because plants make oxygen. Also, there isn't a lot of water on Mars. Humans, which are 70% water, won't be able to survive that long without it. Next, we have Jupiter. Jupiter is made of mostly hydrogen and helium gas. If you try to land on Jupiter, it will be a very bad idea. You would face extremely hot temperatures, and you would free float in mid-Jupiter with no way of escaping. Eventually, you would die from the heat. Finally, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are all too cold and have chaotic storms that you would die in less than 1 second. But those 3 planets rain diamonds. Well, liquid diamonds. There are also planets outside our solar system that can also be habitable for humans. There are a lot of Kepler planets that could be habitable. These solar systems are listed by numbers. For example, Kepler 22 is a star orbited by Kepler 22b, which is a habitable planet. Most Kepler solar systems have less planets than our solar system. But not all habitable planets are fit to live in. You have to see what size the star is. It cannot be too big or too small, or else it will cause us to die. It is best for us to find a planet that has a similar sun to us. Or you also have to see how old the sun is. If its lifespan is short, we wouldn't survive long either, because it might grow too big or too small, and we will die from either heat or coldness, because most suns expand a lot when they nearly die. For example, the sun will die in a few billion years, and then it will swallow up Mercury, Venus, and Earth. But if the planet has a red dwarf sun, it will die out and become smaller and smaller, causing us to die from coldness. So in conclusion, finding another habitable planet is really hard. You have to go far away and spend many years searching for habitable planets and see if it is fit for humans to live there for a long time. Right now, Earth is the only planet that we can live on. We have been trying to take over Mars and live there, but it will probably not be better than Earth. Earth has water, nearly perfect temperature, and perfect atmosphere. Meanwhile, Mars has freezing temperatures and does not have that much water. Even if we can move to another planet, We don't know if that planet can sustain human life better than Earth could. But technology is getting better and better, so who knows? Maybe one day we will be able to move to another planet.